Hi guys, I got to come outdoors today. It's awesome. It's 16 degrees again, but after the last week or so it doesn't feel that cold. So I just figured I'd say hi. Just throwing together some breakfast. I was going to try out my new tools. So far I'm kind of scared of this guy, I'm not going to lie. So I need probably to have JT or somebody show me how to properly use it. But I went ahead and went back this week and got the machete. And it's a saw on one side. I forget what that hook thing's for. Doesn't matter, I probably won't use it for that anyway. And it's freaking awesome. It's really heavy. Comes with this little blade. So I'm very happy with it. And then I also, for like just under $2, picked up this thing. Just kind of a little multi-tool. But I thought just for the knife edge, it would be nice to have in my survival stuff. And I was going to show you guys. I have this, but I don't sharpen my knives with this. I actually cheat, and I put this little guy on there. That's what I use. Never had much luck with these, but I like to keep them around in case I meet somebody that does know how to properly sharpen with them. So, anyway, yeah, my machete's awesome. Working great. Very happy with it, and it was only $20. I go by feel. I pick them up and I see which one feels right, and this just feels great. It has really good weight to it. So I was going to try to throw together an omelet while I was out here. I still want to do other kind of fires, and I just can't right now. Like, makes the most sense. So I rehydrated some of my little vegetable dehydrated stuff I showed you guys. My spice has a little bit of everything in it. Sorry if I'm talking funny. If my teeth even bump together, it's painful. But I did my treatment last night, and I'm doing it today. I'll do it again tonight, and I'm guessing it'll be gone by tomorrow. No more candy for me for a while. So I got the veggies, some bacon, some of my hen's eggs, pan's not as hot as I'd like it to be. Oh, oops. Did you see that? You didn't see that. I didn't do that. It's actually got good fire, so I guess I'll just leave it alone a minute. So yes, doesn't feel as much like winter. But I am ready for spring. I'm ready to garden. I'm ready to take my road trip, go visit Washington, see my friends. Be nice. You guys know how I keep my feet warm when I'm out here? This awesome big flat rock. Just heat it up, put it down, put my feet on it. Warms them right up. It keeps them warm for a while too. Did you guys know that you can cook meat on rocks? I've watched a lot of videos. These guys go out and they get like flat rocks by the river and stuff. And they make kind of a weird little triangle with them. Not quite sure how they do it, but you can look it up. It is so fun to watch them do that. So I'm going to try that on my flat rock, even though I've got my feet on it right now. Of course, I had my fire perfect, and I start my video, and she's gonna be a bitch. But it ain't my first rodeo. You guys know that. Thought since it was just eggs, I might be able to get it to work, but everything's cold. Everything's been snowed on. Sucks. But the sun is shining. Sunny and beautiful out. Gonna go see the grandbaby today. Maybe do a few errands. Not much I need these days. Pretty well stocked up. Pretty well stocked up, guys. I've been thinking about how I'm on a road trip. I'm not taking my RV. So we're just going to do the tent camping on our road trip. And we're going to stay a good portion of the summer. We're not going to just go out for a week and come back. He'll want to visit all his family. And I have a few friends that I need to check in with and go dig up our camp. I'm in touch with people still on the orchard, and they texted me the other day and said, "Did you have some buckets with some containers with beans and rice buried?" And I'm like, yeah, I did. How many did they find? And he said 2 or 3. And the guy that found them actually found our stash one other time, because the one thing I didn't think about was after rains, you know, in the sand, because we're buried in sand, wash down around your buckets and leave the lids exposed. So this guy, I'm not even kidding, guys, he found it, and he came and asked everybody whose it was, and I said it was mine. He said he was hiking up near our camp, and he found, sat down to take a break, and he said he kicked something, and he saw green, and it was the lid to a bucket. And he said and then he started digging sand away, and he said he saw about the 3rd bucket, and he thought that he found the body that somebody had buried up there in buckets. It was hilarious. And then he said he took the lids off, and he was like, "Oh no, I found somebody's doomsday stash." So we actually reburied all those in a whole different spot. But apparently he likes hanging out up at our camp, and it's all good. Just hopefully he didn't find everything. We can hope. I buried a lot of food. I figured the water would freeze, and probably the jugs that they were in would, bust. But I thought my food would be safe. And I had grown some really good smoke too. Really good. And I decided to leave it there for doomsday, you know. So I'm just hoping the kid didn't find my quart jars of weed I grew. We'll see this summer, guys, because you're going with. You'll get to go to camp with us. Help us dig stuff up. There's no way they could have found it all. No way. So, anywho, Omelet's giving me a lot of shit. My gee's been out here all winter. Had a couple people ask about the ghee, and I was just going to have you watch, I watch Alaska Prepper, and that's where I learned to make my ghee. But since I'm needing to make more anyway, I got the butter the other day, I'll try to make a little video whenever I make that ghee. I'll show you how it's done. It's kind of hard to find. Not all the stores around here even have it, and when they do, it's ridiculous expensive. Alrighty, it's getting close, guys. Big old omelet. I love cooking in this. Something about the paint on it, it'll turn black, like my skillets, but it wipes right off. And my cast irons don't do that, so I use that little guy all the time. I would call this a garden omelet, because it's just got about everything you could grow in a garden in those spices. Brought a little bit of cheese. My friends in Washington, well, mainly Deidre, but they all know I pretty much travel with everything. I have everything in my bag.